Well, if you both have no more questions, it's my turn to ask questions. Both of you are adults now, so I would like to ask, what are the differences in adolescence and adulthood?
As for me, I would say the biggest changes for me is on my thoughts and ways of doing things, especially my attitude towards my parents. When I was a kid, I thought my parents were the greatest and wisest in the world and did whatever they told me to do. But as a teenager, I began to disagree with a lot of people and a lot of things, including my parents. Now as an adult, I live far away from my parents, so I've changed a lot. Whenever I encounter difficulties, I go to my parents for help and rely on them more.
All right. What about you?
Yeah, I also think there is a big change in my attitude as well. When I was a teenager, I paid particular attention to my appearance. I pursue fancy brands and dress fashionably. And to make myself look better, I even wore fancy hairstyles to school every day. To my parents, my behavior seemed very immature. They think that I should pay more attention to my study instead of to fashion. Now, as an adult, I feel that my thinking about beauty back then is quite superficial.
Well, both of you, I guess, are correct in your opinions with your experiences. But that's right, that's true, that adolescents think that the adults cannot understand them. And I remember two famous hip-hop singers, American singers, expressed the same feelings in their famous song named Parents Just Don't Understand. But in comparison, adults are more rational and mature than adolescents.
It's true. That's because adults always think twice before they take actions.
But what causes these differences?
It's our brain, actually. I remember listening to a lecture saying the brain differences between adults and adolescents. Being an adolescent, you have development in your sexual characteristics as well as a rapid development inside your brain. It's actually the prefrontal cortex that develops fastly. That's the main difference. When you're an adolescent, it's immature and it is unable to perform in a coordinated way. But as you develop into an adult, it develops this ability and performs well in complex situations that an adult faces.
Wow. Now I think I know the reason why I'm so immature in adolescence.
Yeah, you can just blame it all on the brain.
Absolutely.